Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Robert Mitchell, and it's March 28th, 2020, and we are experiencing the coronavirus shutdown. And so I wanted to splatter the earth with some good news. So I've got some good news today because a lot of people are shut in, a lot of people are getting anxiety, people are home from work. And I want to help you focus on something positive. I want you to focus on something else. And so let me give you a positive message today. I do have a great website called robertallenmitchell.com that you can go to and get a lot of free videos there, a lot of positive stuff. All my stuff is positive. I believe in the power of the good news. I believe what you focus on expands, so I like to focus on the positive. Okay, so today's message is going to be about networking, and we have a new phrase right now called social distancing. I think that was a mistake. I think they should have called it physical distancing. There is no reason why you cannot be social in a time like this. There's no reason why you can't network in a time like this, especially with a wonderful company called Zoom, Z-O-O-M. You can go to Zoom and get a free package, a basic package, and you can do video calls. And so if you have a network, you can network with your team with this virtual Zoom. It's fantastic. So I don't think that we should be social distancing. I think we should be physically distancing, or whatever that word is. And I think we need to socialize, and I think we need a network. Now, I want to say this. If you are a small business, this message is going to be great for you. If you don't own a business, even if you own any business, not a small business, if you own your own company, if you're in business, this is going to be a great podcast for you. If you don't own a business, that's okay. I think I'm going to share some things with you that as a non-business owner, I think would be very much useful to you, especially in these times. And I think even in the future, what I believe we're going to do is do more virtual meetings, because we're going to realize that we can be more efficient through Zoom and things like that. So Zoom offers a free package where you can network with 3 or more people for about 40 minutes, and you can if you have a camera on your computer, or you can use your phone and the camera on your phone. So there is no reason right now why you shouldn't be able to network with your network, or at least socialize with the people you love. So let's get right into this. I'm going to talk about networking, and let me say this first, that I belong to a great organization called BNI, and BNI stands for Business Network International. And I want to say this, the best time to build a network, if you're a business owner, was 20 years ago. If you didn't, the next best time is today, right now. So let's build your network, even though we're practicing what the experts are calling social distancing. So if you're a business owner, I would encourage you to join an organization. There's probably a chapter near you in your town. BNI, it's all about networking. It's all about passing referrals. The neat thing about BNI is we only allow 1 member per profession. So only 1 realtor, 1 plumber, 1 electrician. I have a company called Quick Dry Restoration and Remodeling. Quick is spelled with a K. Quick Dry, K-W-I-K. And I am in a BNI chapter. I've been in BNI for 11 years. I've started 5 chapters in Springfield, Missouri. I love networking. I love passing referrals, and that's what BNI is all about. So if you're being socialized, distanced right now, especially if you're shut down, especially if you're a business owner, get into BNI right now. We are having virtual meetings in our BNIs. Normally we meet weekly, normally we meet physically, and right now we're meeting through the power of Zoom, and we're having fantastic meetings, fantastic networking, and we're passing referrals to each other, and that's what we do. So let me say something about networking. Let me say something about referrals. The first thing I want to talk about when I say the word network is, what does network mean? We use that a lot. We throw that word around a lot. So I think it's lost some of its power. Network, the definition of network is a group that is intertangled or interconnected with other people or other things. Okay, so that's what a network is. So because I'm in the water restoration business and I work with a lot of plumbers, and God forbid you have a house that has a water problem or a hot water heater breaks and water goes over everywhere, or I always say this water's your friend, but it can go wrong quickly. And when you do, time matters. Call Quick Dry. That's what we talk about. So let me talk about a network of pipes in your home. The city has a network. And so there's a pipe coming from the city into your home, bringing you fresh water. And then from that pipe, it is connected to hundreds of pipes. One pipe goes to your hot water heater, and then pipes come out of that hot water heater, bringing hot water to your sink and your faucets. Other pipes are cold water, sinks and faucets, your bathtub, your toilet, everything is connected together. That is what a network is. I want to talk to you about building a network for your business or your company, for your economy, for your finances. Build a business, even if you don't own a company. Build a network, okay? So what is this network going to be? It's going to be people. The people are the pipes. And then there's elbows, and there's connections, and there's couplings, and there's all kinds of things, 90 degrees and T's, all kinds of things that connect all these pipes together. That's people. Each of the pipes in your home, that would represent a person or a business that is part of the network. And what holds it together? The glue. What is the glue? The glue is trust. At BNI, we say it like this: VCP. V is in victory, C is for credit, V is for victory, yes, but V is for visibility, okay? The VCP, V is for visibility. We know who you are, we know what you do, you're visible to us. C is a little more important. It's credible, it's credibility, it's trust. We start to develop trust in you. If I'm going to give a referral, I'm literally giving a piece of my life away. I'm giving my reputation away. I need to be able to trust you. I need to be able to know that you're credible. I need to be able to know that you're good at what you do. Can you see that? So this VCP process that we call it V9, V is for visibility. Get on Zoom. Get in front of people. Start talking to them about your business. Start listening to them about their business. Start finding out how you can help them and find out how they can help you. Our philosophy is givers gain. The more that we give, the more that we receive. The more that we give to our customers, the more that we receive. I'm going to talk about that in a minute when I talk about referrals. So I want to finish on this VCP because this is the network. That glue, that those pipes are held together, that's trust. It takes about 100 hours to become intimate with somebody, to become really, that you trust them, that you understand them, that you believe in them. They believe in you. We need to create a bond, and that's a glue, and that comes from credibility, because when you're credible and you do what you say you're going to do, when you say you're going to do it, how you're going to say you're doing it, for the price that you said you were going to do it, and you show up and you're good, you see, and you're the best at what you do, then you're going to be credible with your network. You're going to have that glue and that trust. And then, not necessarily guaranteed, you make a profit. You get profitable with a relationship. It's not guaranteed, and let me tell you why. The profitability is going to come after you have the credibility, and when the other member in your network knows how to refer to you. They know how to have a conversation with their customers and contacts and friends. So it's not automatically. So I said, if you are in business, one of the best things you could do right now is to join a BNI. The bad news is it won't be automatic. It is literally like everything else that we do. What you put into it is what you will get out of it. It's like a gym. Just because you join a gym doesn't mean you're going to get in shape. It depends on what you do at that gym and how your actions are changed because of your membership at the gym. Same thing with the network. Same thing with BNI. Get into BNI and get credible and learn the other members' credibility. Learn how you can help them and then teach them how they can help you. And then we'll both become profitable. I just heard a quote from Helen Keller, and she said, by myself, I can only do a little, but together we can do a lot. When you join a network, when you're part of a network, and you, at this moment in time, get on Zoom, talk to your members, we call them one-to-ones, get a conversation, call your customers, send them a link, get them on a video conference, talk about what you can do for them when everything's back together. Or my business is one of the essential businesses because we do emergency service, like I said. So we are on call right now. We are working. So if I needed to call a customer and use Zoom, I could show them and talk to them about some things that I'm going to do in their home without being physically close to them. Let's talk about referrals, because in my illustration on the pipes, what's in the pipe? What was in the pipes? Water. Water's in the pipe. In this network that I'm talking about, what's in the network? The people are the pipes. The business owners are the pipes. Your contacts are the pipes. The people that you know and trust and are glued together are the pipes. What's in the pipes? I want it to be referrals, okay? We at BNI are in a referral business. We call it referral marketing. That's my unique selling point to my customers. That's what I do better than anybody. That's what I do better than my competition. It's my unique selling point, USP. You can borrow it if you want. You can make referrals your unique selling point if you want. Matter of fact, I encourage you to do it. So at BNI, we call it giver's gain. The more I give my customers a referral, the more I receive from my customers referrals. So I call it a three-way win. My customer wins because they have their needs met in a way that I couldn't meet their need except the power of referral because I don't do what they needed done. My referral partner wins because they have a new customer that they wouldn't have had except for the power of a referral. And I win because I have two people that absolutely love me and want to send me referrals. So let's look at the definition of referrals. A referral is someone, that's me, that introduces someone, that's my customer or contact or friend, to an expert in their field, and that's my network. So someone that introduces someone to an expert in their field. The first thing you're going to have to do if you want to use referrals as your unique selling point, if you want to use referrals as your, as Southwest Bell would say, your 2 bags free. You see, so, or not Southwest Bell, Southwest Airlines. They are known, you can tell how old I am, Southwest Bell, that was a long time ago, the phone company. So they are known for 2 bags free. That's what they do. I want to be known for giving referrals. I want to be known that I take care of my customer and I meet all of their needs no matter what they are, because I have a whole team of experts that I know that can meet their needs, and I have trust with them and credibility with them, and I believe that they can help meet my customers' needs, you see. So a referral is someone that introduces someone to an expert in their field. The first thing you need to know is a whole team of experts. You need to get a whole team of experts and meet as many experts as you can. Why? So that you can meet the needs of the clients. So you can meet the needs of your contacts. So that you can give the referrals, you see. And so that's why BNI is so fantastic. Because we've already vetted, we've already learned this. We've been around 35 years. We already know how to give referrals. We already know how to create the glue and the bond and the trust and the teams and the meetings. And we already know how to pass the referrals. And we already know how to qualify the referrals. And we have a system in place that we listen to our members every week. And once a week, a member will highlight their business, and it's called their weekly presentation, or their special presentation, where they give about 8 to 10 minutes and they talk about their business and how you can refer to them. So we've already created that. And so if you can't join a BNI because you're a realtor or a financial advisor or a lender, mortgage, or you're in insurance, because all chapters usually have those 4 businesses, and we only allow 1 per profession, so we call that the firm: financial, insurance, real estate, and mortgage. And so that's the firm. So if you're in one of those 4 professions, you may need to start a BNI, and now would be the greatest time to do it, because you could do it through Zoom. You could do it by virtually getting people together and build a team, and then when the so-called social distancing is gone, then you can meet physically. Are you with me? And if you're not one of those 4 firms, you could become a member and a chapter in your city. Call me and I can help you make that happen. You can find me on Facebook at Robert Allen Mitchell, and you can find me also on QuickDry, KWIK, and I can help you get into a BNI. So let me say this: I don't give referrals because I'm in BNI. I am in BNI because I give referrals. I want to give referrals. I desire to give referrals. And so I want to talk about how to build your network, the best way to help you grow your company. We call it power teams, because the first thing you're going to want to do when you get involved in referral marketing is you need to identify your target market. Target market. Who is your target market? You need to know it. You need to specify it. You need to know the demographics, the age, your ideal client. What do they look like? At BNI, we have what's called BNI University, and we have hundreds and thousands of hours of training to help you learn who your target market is. I know my target market. My target market is a homeowner or a business owner that owns property. You see, and then God forbid a water problem or a smoke problem from a fire or a fire problem or a mold problem from water happens. So I've identified that it's a property owner, business or home, and it's somebody that got infected with water, fire, smoke, mold. That's my target. That is my target market. That's my ideal customer. My power team members happen to share in the same people, target market. Now, they are not focused on water, fire, smoke, mold. They might be focused on insurance. They might be focused on plumbing. They might be focused on getting electricity in these buildings, you see. So my power team would be plumbers. I buy a lot of carpet. So a carpet store is my power team. We share the same client. My customer's carpet gets wet. My customer needs new carpet. And guess what? The carpet store takes care of the carpet. So they're in my power team. So electricians, plumbers, carpet stores, cleaning companies, all these folks are in my power team. Matter of fact, I can narrow it down a little tighter, and I could just say a homeowner. I could say a homeowner that owns a house that's $150,000 and up. I could say it's a homeowner that has 2 new cars in the driveway and takes care of their landscaping. Because if they have that, they're probably going to want to fix their home. God forbid if there's a water problem. And so now, who else is in the home? I could call it home improvement. That's what I call my power team. Home improvement. Who's in homes? Who goes into homes? And I have a training that I do. I call, get them in the kitchen. Get them in the kitchen. So who gets in the kitchen? Plumbers get in the kitchen and they talk to the customers. Sometimes insurance salespeople get into the kitchen and they talk to the customer about their homes and the value that they placed on that. You see, so the first thing you want to do is you want to create a network. That's in BNI. You want to create a network outside of BNI, people that aren't in BNI, and you want to create a power team, and that's a select group of people that share in your same target market. Your customer needs them. Their customer needs you. Can you see that? That's a power team. Now, you can still give referrals outside of your power team. My favorite referral I've ever given was to a beautiful young lady named Katie. Katie happened to be my hygienist. I went there to get my teeth cleaned. And she goes, well, what are you up to? And I said, well, my wife and I, Kira, we are going to do a mini, M-I-N-I, triathlon. You run 3 miles, you ride the bike for 12, and then you swim for like 300 meters. It's not the Ironman, trust me. And so she said, I'm doing that too. And she goes, what's your struggle? I said, I'm not a good swimmer. She goes, my struggle is bicycling. I'm terrible at the bike. I can't even ride 10 minutes. My back hurts so bad as soon as I get on the bike. And I want to do the Ironman. She's very fit. I want to do the Ironman, and has. I want to do the Ironman, but I can't even go 10 miles without my back hurting. And I said, it's your seat. No, I've tried different seats. I said, it's your seat. And she goes, no. I said, it's the relationship between your seat and your handlebars. My wife had the very same thing, and she went to ABC Cycle in Springfield, Missouri, and talked to a lady named Cheryl, and they fixed it, and my wife's back is perfect. Unbeknownst to me, she goes and gets it done. Unbeknownst to me, she's riding hundreds of miles. Unbeknownst to me, she's waiting for me to come back in for my checkup. And when I came in, she came in running and hugged me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I didn't even know who she was. I forgot all about her. I didn't even know, who is this crazy woman? She said, it was the seat. I said, what seat? She said, actually I do remember because I have a good memory, but it sounds better this way. So she said, it was the seat. I went to Cheryl and she fixed it, and the handlebars and this and this and this. And Cheryl is an expert in her field. And I knew her. And I was able to introduce someone that introduced Katie to an expert in her field, Cheryl. So that wasn't in my power team. That was just in my contacts. So you can know a great massage therapist, and somebody says, oh, my shoulder hurts. I introduce them to Dr. McDonald. He can help you if you have a hurt shoulder. He can fix you if you have any pain. I've introduced a lot of someones to Dr. McDonald because he's an expert in his field in Springfield, Missouri. Can you see that? So you want to meet as many experts as you possibly can so that your gift to your customer is a referral, you see. So what I like to say is that there's 3 kinds of customers. There's the dissatisfied customer. I don't think you're going to have many of those, or you wouldn't be watching this podcast, because people that are learning and growing, they're probably taking care of their customer. What we are faced with many, many times is customers that are indifferent. And what I mean by that is that the customer was happy with your service and soon forgot you because they were not blown away. And the third kind of customer service, or the third kind of customer, is a satisfied customer. A satisfied customer gets more than they expected. But I don't want to say that. I don't want to say satisfied. A lot of people say they're satisfied. So I don't know if this is the 4th kind of customer, or if it's just really the satisfied customer that we really have to get a hold of. And I want to call it wowed. They are wowed by you. The satisfied customer or the wowed customer, they become loyal to you. They love you. They think about you. They would never go anywhere else. If you make a mistake, they'll forgive you. They'll refer you. They know you. They love you. They can't live without you. They're so thankful that they met you and they met your business and they met your service. You've wowed them. I kind of think of it like this. Normal customer service is like a parent with their children. Most people are always trying to tell me, I've got to educate my customer. Why? They don't want to know your business. And so parents always tell children, straighten up, make straight A's, stop that, don't touch that, put that down, straighten up your back, tie your shoes better, wear the right clothes, match the clothes, comb your hair, brush your teeth. What are parents doing? They're raising that child up to their standards. They're trying to get that child up to their height and level. You see, that's what parents do. That's what they're supposed to do. What do grandparents do? I have 9 grandchildren. We go to their level. Come here, tell me all about it. Tell Papa what's happening. Oh, you made a B. Oh, you made a C. Did you try your hardest? Did you give it your all? Because that's all that matters. And you get on your knees and you get at their level. And I call that grand service. So you need to give your customers grand service. It's like going to grandma's. There's pumpkin pie, there's coffee, there's soda, there's bread, there's salad, there's meat. Oh, she knows that you like salmon and not steak. She's got a salmon for you. Customer service should be grand, and it should be like grandma's house, you see, where you get on their level. And when you do that to your customers, you're going to wow them, and they're going to love you for life. And I think referrals is the best way to wow them. And I'll tell you what. So I learned this about real estate. I love real estate. I love realtors. I believe that realtors are the engine of our country. I love Keller Williams. Matter of fact, I love K's. My wife's name is Kira. My daughter's name is Kristen, all K's. My company name is Quick Dry with the K. I love Keller Williams, starts with a K. And I love this wonderful lady named Diana Kokoska that created a training program called BOLD. And BOLD stands for Business Objective, a Life by Design. So anyway, I got a little carried away there. So let me say that what I'm talking about on customer service is what I learned in real estate is that 92% of everybody that was surveyed after they sold a house, I mean, like right away, in the same breath, did you like your realtor? Yes. Were you satisfied with your realtor? Yes. Would you use your realtor again? 71 said yes. So 92 said they were happy with the realtor and they were satisfied with the realtor. Only 71 said they would reuse them. So I don't know what happened to the 19%. Maybe they weren't wowed. Maybe they thought, well, I was happy and everything, but, I'd rather have better service. I don't know. They didn't answer that question. They didn't answer why it went from 92 to 71. I think some people moved. And they didn't know that you could use the same realtor when you sell your house than you can when you move in another city or state. They didn't realize that they could use that same realtor to give them a referral to the other city, and then that realtor would make 25% of the transaction. I have a feeling a lot of the people that said, I like my realtor, no, I'm not going to use them, is because they moved, and I'm not sure what the other ones are. They didn't ask. My guess is they weren't wowed enough. Yeah, they did their job. Okay, so watch this. Watch. Did you like your realtor? Yes. Did you love them? Well, I wouldn't say I loved them. Did you get your carpet cleaned? Yes. Did you like it? Did a great job. Got it clean? Got it clean. Looks great. Looks great. Looks wonderful. Do you love your carpet cleaner? Well, Wouldn't say I love them. I mean, I did pay them after all. Do you love your realtor? Well, I did give them 6%. I mean, I gave them like $12,000. They put a sign in the yard. They said, I don't even know what they did for it. I mean, they got a $12,000, they got a $15,000, they got a $22,000 check. Yeah, they sold my house. Yeah, I liked them, but I don't know if I loved them. I mean, after all, I did pay them. So this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. 92 said they were satisfied and they liked them. 71 of those, of all people, said they would reuse them, so they lost 19%. And then here's the real kicker. Only 17% actually used the same realtor. So we go from 71, we go from 92 to 71 to 17. What happened? Most realtors tell you, well, it's because they didn't keep in touch with them and they forgot about you. But I don't buy that. I think it's part of the problem. I don't buy it, and I'll tell you why. I used a realtor, and I won't mention their name, but I used a realtor one time, and I hated that realtor. I hate to use that kind of language, but very dishonest person. I don't even want to tell you about it. It's such bad news, okay? She has sent me a postcard every 30 days for 20 years. She has kept in touch with me. I still don't like her, okay? So I think the 17% that reused them because, yes, they kept in touch. More importantly, they were wowed. They were wowed by the realtor because the realtor met their needs. You go to Katie right now and you ask her, what is the best thing that Robert Mitchell has ever done for you? And she'll say, he introduced me to the seats and to Cheryl, and he saved my back, and I've been doing triathlons ever since and going 100 miles, 200 miles, no sweat. You see, I wowed her. You introduce somebody, one of your customers, to a chiropractor, and you get rid of their pain, they'll love you for it. You introduce somebody, and you introduce them to an expert in their field, and they fix the very problem that your customers are having. Your customers are going to love you for it. They're going to love you for life. And so I believe that you have to wow the customer. I do that in my business. I take pride in it. Let me tell you about a wonderful lady named Karen that wrote us on Google, okay? This is what happened. She had a fire in her house. Her house was unlivable. She lived with her daughter for 3 months. She had a bad knee. She had to go upstairs. The apartment complex didn't allow dogs. She had a dog. She had to sneak in the dog. It was terrible. For 90 days, she had a contractor that didn't understand insurance work and couldn't help her, okay? Then I received a referral from a member in BNI. And he says, oh my God, you should call Robert at QuickDry. He will help you. That was Thursday. On Saturday, I met her and she signed the contract. I said this, Karen, if you sign the contract with me and if you hire me, I will instantly start working on your behalf. And I did. The first thing I did is I called a realtor friend of mine with Keller Williams, Jason Massingill. I said, Jason, I have a lady that's going to need some temporary housing. She's not going to be able to fill out the lease. The insurance is going to pay for it. Can you help her? And he said, yes. He said, here's my problem. I have a facility, because he's a property manager as well as a realtor. He said, I have a facility. I cannot get it fixed up and get it rented. I said, Jason, you're talking about a guy that has a whole team of experts. I had 11 people the next morning attacking that property like a SWAT team. By Wednesday, I got Karen in that property. Thursday was the next day. Thursday was Thanksgiving. I had rented furniture. I had a rented washer and dryer, rented plates. I had Smoking Wheels in Springfield, Missouri, deliver a hot turkey, cooked turkey, smoked ham, green beans, potatoes, everything on Thanksgiving Day. The insurance paid for it. I looked like a hero. The insurance paid for it. I have a whole team of experts. I knew what the insurance would do and wanted to do. You see, the other contract didn't know what the insurance wanted to do. See, the insurance wanted them to spend money and then get reimbursed. The contractor wanted to get money first before he worked. So I understood the insurance and I had a whole team of experts. They invited me to the hospital when they had a child. That's love. That's a relationship. So most of us, we'll give you a knife. Realtors love to give knives. I give knives. I love Cutco. I give a knife to my customers. I give them a beautiful knife. That's not enough. We need to wow the customers. How do you wow the customers? I believe the best way to do it is with referrals, is to have a whole team of experts to help you take care of your customer and meet all their needs, not just the needs that you can help them with, but the needs that your referral partners can help them with. Can you see that? And that's what we do at Quick Drive. And I think we do it better than anybody else. And so I want you to think about starting a network, getting in a BNI if you're not in one, and using Zoom to build this network, get this power team, get these people together that take care of the same type of client that you take care of, and then interact, get trust, get to know them, have one-to-ones, meet them, find out what you have in common. At BNI, we call it the gains profile. G stands for goals. Find out what their goals are. A stands for achievements. What have they achieved? What are some of the things they've achieved? I stands for interest. What are they interested in? I heard a story where two BNI members both coach soccer, and they didn't know it. And their kids were about the same age, and they didn't know it. And they got so interested in each other because they had the same interest. They became friends outside of BNI. And the weird thing is, they started giving each other tons of referrals. Why? I believe that you're going to give your referral partners more referrals when you like them, when you become their best friend, when you're thinking about them night and day, when you're always thinking about what do they need, how can they help my customers, you see, you become best friends. So interest, N stands for network. And just because you're in BNI doesn't mean you shouldn't be in other networks. Now, you shouldn't be in a network that is exclusive, where they only allow one member per profession and where they expect referrals. See, that's what BNI does. But you could belong to like the Chamber of Commerce, or you could belong to other wonderful, the Lions Club, the Rotary, other wonderful, wonderful organizations. Your church, you could network at my BNI. About 10 go to the same exact church. How about BNI is not religious, and we're not political, and we're not social, you see, and we're not, what's the other one, political, religious, philanthropic, see. Well, what are we about? We're about one thing, and that's passing referrals. And so even though we're not about that as an organization, we as individuals are. Some of us are political and religious and social, and some of us are philanthropic. So I could see a power team that goes to the same church that meets 15 minutes early. And they all pray for each other's business. You start praying for somebody's business every Sunday, I bet you're going to start passing them a lot more referrals. Because when you say, God, would you please help Charlie with his business? God might just say, hey, I am helping Charlie. I gave him you. Now go give him a referral. I think that's how that would work. Anyway, get involved in BNI if you're a business. If you're not, come and visit. If you're not a business, at least come and visit. And we can introduce you to business owners that have been vetted. And then meet a whole team of experts, especially the experts that are going to help you take care of your clients. So I need painters and plumbers and electricians and carpet people, like I said, to help take care of my client. What is your business? What is your target market, you see? How can you take care of your business through referrals? I want to end this with a positive note. You know, there's a lot of negativity going on, and that's why I've got my I Am a Giant Slayer t-shirt on. I am a giant slayer. Let me tell you what I mean about that. I've got good news, I've got bad news, and I've got great news. The good news is that your mind was created positive and to be positive. It was created good and to be good and for good. See, that's the thing. Your mind was created to win. The problem is it was programmed to fail. The problem is it's programmed negatively, okay? And a lot of people say that it was programmed at birth for the first 5 years negatively. I believe it was programmed negatively at conception, because I believe life starts at conception. So when God was knitting you together in your mother's womb and he was knitting your little ears together, you could hear your dad yelling at your mom, and they were fighting about money, and he said, money doesn't grow on trees. Money's the root of all evil. You see that? We were programmed negatively. I told you about Diana Kokoska and Bold. There's this bold law called spontaneity is a conditioned reflex. The word conditioned means a biased. The word condition is a predetermined outcome. I believe our minds were programmed negatively with a negative predetermined outcome. I believe that, and I got this from Tony Robbins, that we're either programmed with one major negative emotion, like depression, anxiety, anger, or fear. Those are the four biggies, okay? I believe that most of us were programmed negatively with one of those four. And we think, oh, I just got depressed. Oh, I just got anxious. Oh, I just got fearful. No, we were programmed at that. And it's not the event that causes that. It's so that's why the bold law is spontaneity is a conditioned reflex. I know this lady, she hates to drive. She says that Springfield, Missouri is the worst driver she's ever had. She said, I even hate to go to lunch. She said, I hate to go to bed at night thinking about how I'm going to have to get up in the morning and have to get in the car and go to work. I get up in the morning, I'm just so anxious. I just hate it. I dread it. I get in the car and I start going, and I start yelling at the top of my lungs, and I'm screaming at these people, get out of the way, stop that, turn on your blinker. She goes, Robert, I hate it, don't you? I go, no. I can't say that I do. Maybe I'm the one you're yelling at without the blinker. I'm not conditioned that way. I'm conditioned to be a little nervous, to a little bit anxious, you see. So me and my brother both like the Dallas Cowboys. He's watching the same game I am. He's angry. He's yelling at the TV, and I'm nervous, you see. So it's not the event. It's the conditioning. What is your conditioning? We can change that conditioning. Let me say the great news. So the good news is your mind was created positive. The bad news is you were conditioned negatively and you were programmed to fail. So with all this negativity going on, you're probably just focused on one thing, and you're focused on the coronavirus, or you're focused on the job shutdown, or you're focused on all the negativity. You're watching the news like I did. I just had to shut off the news this morning. I said, I'm not watching the news, and I'm going to do a positive video. You see, one bold law is what you focus on expands. Another bold law is change your thinking, change your world. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. Start looking at something different. Start thinking about something positive. Start thinking about what you're grateful for. I'm grateful that I do have a company, and we are working, and my son helps me manage the business, and we have a lot of great customers, and our customers love us, and I'm 60 years old, and I'm in great health. I have money in the bank. I have a car that I'm driving. I live in a building. I have a roof over my head. There's something that you're positive for. Be thinking about that. Change your focus. Change your thinking, okay? Good news is programmed to win. Bad news, or good news, created to win. Bad news, programmed to fail. What's the great news? The Apostle Paul said that you can be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You can be transformed. You can be changed. How? By the renewing of your mind. And that's why I got this shirt that says, I am a giant slayer. Because it's not the giants out there that are going to destroy your happiness and your business and the things that you desire. It's the giants right up here, you see. And we need to slay that giant. Diana Kokoska's bold law says, don't listen to your drunk monkey mind, slay the giant. Hers is, don't listen to your drunk monkey. See, ladies and gentlemen, let me finish with this. The monsters and giants under your bed as a kid, as you grew up as an adult, they got into your head. And you've got to slay that giant. You got to stop listening to that negative thinking. This is a positive time. Do something positive. Get Zoom. Start contacting your customers. Start contacting your network. If you're not in a network, get in a network. If you don't have a network, get one. Start one. Get together. The best time would have been 20 years ago. I'm so thankful that 11 years ago I was involved in a network, and I'm in it today, and I'm getting referrals today because of relationships that I built last year, the year before, the year before that. I read at Will Fisher in Springfield, Missouri at Budweiser. It says it takes a long time to build an old friend. It takes 100 hours to become friends with somebody. Start it today. Become friends with people that share your target market. Get involved in D&I. Get involved in networking. Get involved in meeting a whole team of experts. Get involved in wowing your customer and giving them grandmother service. Make the pies and make them feel good and make them feel great about the fact that they hired you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Robert Mitchell. You can get a hold of me, Robert at robertallenmitchell.com, ALLEN, or you can call me at 417-812-4131. I'm about to cough, and I don't want to because, of Corona. And just to let you know, when you're on Zoom, I have yoga pants on, so you don't have to worry about how you dress. Thank you very much. I couldn't make it.